Hello and welcome to WatchMeCode. In this video, we are going to design the content for this task board. And if you are following from my last video, you have noticed that I have changed a couple of things. I have added a nice tip, or you can call it a label, for menus section. I have added a couple of more menus, and I have changed the color for not only for the logo or theme, but I have changed the color for the menu. And here is the color for the, you can call it disabled or non-selected buttons or links. I have added an item with only head key and the value is label, and I have simply checked for head in item, then I'm just printing an H1. Otherwise I'm returning the link. I have also added a counter, and in case you have some counter, like I have inbox 34 and my tasks are 7, and these tasks are either assigned to me or are kind of requests, then we have to check for item.count, and item.count is greater than 0, and then it will print the counter. It means if I just add a counter let's add a counter 0, that it will not print anything. Oops. Item count and item count greater than 0, then it should print. Well, we will look into later, but it should not print, by the way. Just uncomment it. And I need to add a couple of more icons. Go into selection, and for inbox I like this icon. This is a standard icon for inbox. And if I search for blog, I guess we should go through the entire selection set very quickly. And let's add, well, let's add this one for now. We will look into icons later. Go into generate font, and it will generate one more new fresh link. Copy and go inside public index and replace it with the new link. And we have box for my tasks, and inbox is inbox full, and save, and quickly, here we go, perfect. And now we need to add an active link, like on which page we are currently active. For that we have to add inside app, let's add app, and we need tab, and the active tab is let's add slash. And inside this sidebar we need to check for the active Redux state, and for that I need to check for Just a minute, I have to check where we have left off. Okay, so now we need to import a couple of things for Redux hooks. If we go quickly inside app, we already have use selector, use dispatch. Just quickly copy from app to sidebar, and we need this block as well. And we need tab for state.app. And now we need to check for the link. If I go inside link and check if item.link equals tab, then we are adding an on state, otherwise we are returning empty. And if we go and check for inspect, you can check we have on state because I am matching or comparing with the link, that is slash. Now we need to go inside app, and for the on state and dot on, we will add a color will be like 111, and for the icon .ico, we need to copy this before thing as well. And the color should be #111. This way we can see actually we are currently on this tab, but I prefer going with the theme color and a nice background with dark gray, and well, that is annoying. I guess we should not add background color. And #00 is good. Okay, now we can check for the active state. We will look into design later, but now all I need is to start the content section. And let's go inside home, and we need flex column, and first of all I need a search box. Let's add div class name and call it what should we call it? Let's call it head or header. Let's call it header. And for header we have a search block, div class name equals search rel, and flex AIC as well, and AIC, and we need input type is text, value is null for now, and just remove the value, we will look into it later. Let's add class name equals let's add query S16 or maybe 18 font. Let's go with 16 for now. And we need a button, and for button I need class name icon, and we need a search icon. Let's go inside selection for isomon and search for glass, and here is the search glass. Go back. Well, I need one more. Let's search for add, and the add will be well, let's ignore it and just go inside generate font, we need this link and go inside index.html, paste and save. And we need to copy this icon and add right here. And we need 2 spans because the duotone works only with span, with path 1 and path 2, and save. And now we have this nice icon and with search, and we need to add placeholder, and placeholder should be, what should we add? I guess we should add well, let's add search skills, for example PHP, graph, or maybe flow designer, and save. Here we go. Next we need actions. We need to add class name and call it actions. Sorry, let's see. Button, it has post a task, and class name will be S16 font B, and save. Here we go. And oh, sorry, I need it inside the header. Save. Here we go. Now let's go inside home. Sorry, sidebar. We have home, and we have header, and inside the header we have search. Let's add flex1 real quickly, and actions to flex1, and save. And for the header, I guess we have wrong division. If I go inside home and add flex1, now we have occupied the rest of space on screen. And for input we need flex1, and for button we need flex1 as well, but for input let's add width 100%, and for button we will add max width to 50 pixels. Here we go. But why search is not stretching? Search flex1, or maybe for text. Oops, it is not input, it is actually query. Here we go, perfect. And for search, let's add margin right something like 20 pixels. And for header, let's add a padding of I guess we should move padding to home, 20 pixels. Perfect. I think we should add a variable, call it padding, and it is 20 pixels for now. We will keep this variable on all of our pages. Padding is the padding, and save. Inside query, add a padding of 10 pixels, and border will be 0 pixels because it is already highlighted, and we have dark background and it will highlight just fine. We will add border radius of 4 pixels, and search background should be white, and for the button we will add height of 50 pixels as well, and I guess 50 is way too large, and we need 40 is good. Border should be 0 pixels, and background should be 0 transparent. For font size for this icon, we add 20, and height should be, well, keep height and change width to 50 pixels. And for search we have border radius of 4 pixels. Just remove border radius from here. Here we go, and I guess we are good to go for now. We will change if we think and for the search I need to change flex to 2, or maybe 1 is good, but for actions let's add flex width to 100 pixels. For the button we add a button class, and it should change to button if I have added it rightfully. Button background, why it is not working? Oh, sorry, that is name. Here we go, and add white, and for a button we will add white space 3, and for the actions button we will add a padding of 10 pixels and 20 pixels. Perfect. And for the width let's change it to 120 pixels. What if we change it to 150 and change the width of post to 35? Perfect. We are good so far. And now I am thinking if we can change the padding for the content block, and for that we need to change 20 pixels and 15%. Perfect. This way we have this nice block centered nicely. What should we do? Let's go with 25 for now. We will change it later. I guess the font is not picking up. It is the wrong font, I guess. If we can change in it is nice. 18 is good, or maybe 16. Yeah, we will change it later. We check for what is the reason. Just quickly reload. Here we go. And actually I am using a large monitor for recording this video, and it is messing up all the content. but we are good to go. We are good to go. Now we need a couple of blocks below the header. Quickly add header title, and we need name categories, and for that we need div plus name equals what should we call it? Let's call it cats. Let's call it cats. AFC. And for cats, we need to add an array, and the array will be consisted of objects, and the objects will be label will be, let's start with iOS projects. No, let's just add iOS, and link will be just iOS is good. And we have task count, and the task count will be how many tasks are pending in this specific category. And now we need to add web applications, or just web apps, keep it simple. And we have 124 count. Let's go inside main category and quickly map through these cats array, cats.map, and we have item, and for item we will just add to item.link class name equals flex AIC, and we have flex call instead. And let's add h2 class name is, let's add a higher number, that is S50 for font size, font, and B for bold, and we need item.label. If we save, and it says link not found because we have not imported it from React router DOM. Save, and we need to add no UL for no underline. We need item dot task count tasks, and if item dot task count is greater than 1, then we need an S. But for font size, let's go with 20 and no bold. If we can reduce the font size to 40, yes, perfect. Okay, go inside the apps, and we have this header, and after that we have cats, and the cats are A, and the cats A has background to $gray, and we have a padding of let's call I guess we should change the opacity, but let's add padding of 25 pixels, and we have margin top to 0 pixels, and right is 10 pixels, bottom is 0, and left is 0 pixels. Perfect. And we need a width of 200 pixels for all of, and each two will have white space free. I guess we should change it to 300, or maybe yes, 3 or maybe 250 is good, and reduce the font size to 36, or maybe 30 is good. And if we can change the bold, and for background we need RGBA 0.1 or maybe 2. Now I'm thinking if we can move to background -fff and change quickly. And for the sidebar we need border right 1 pix gray solid, and it is actually $gray solid, and it is harsh. Let's go with TDD. Yes, it is good for now. We will look into this thing as well. For header search, let's change it to RGBA $gray 0.1, or and the query will be background RGBA 000. I guess 05 is good instead. Yeah. Okay. The next thing is we need margin bottom to 20 pixels to keep it a little marginy. And for the cats, let's reduce it to 1. Now we are good. We need border radius 20 pixels or maybe 30. If we change it to 40, yeah, 40 is good. But we need to change the padding to more like 35. And for the font size, change it to 18 with gray. Perfect. And for label, I guess the bold is good with 24. Now we need to add one more thing, that is how many people are actually posting or interested in this specific blog. And for that I need to add a div, and let's call it HD for head or HED for head, flex AIC. We need div class name equals people. It has flex AIC as well, and we need to place a couple of images. We will change to more content when we will add the actual content. An image source should be place image. If I search for place image, and we can add a nice image from 50 by 50. Quickly copy, and we need to add here with a question mark, so it should not repeat the images. And we need to add math.random. We need 3 images And if we can save, and we have these 3 images. And after the people, I need a button, and I need span class name equals path1 and path2, and the icon will be, if we go back to selection, more, or ellipsis. Here we go. I need this ellipsis to add a menu. Let's select this as well. Go back to generate and wait for new link. Copy and paste in public HTML. Save. And we need this ellipsis. Icon ellipsis. The size is S24. And save. Here we go. Let's add, I guess we should change this link to, well, keep the link. And what else we need? We need dot head, and we have people flex1, and we have image width to 30, height to 30 pixels, and border radius into 10 pixels, and save. Perfect. And we need a relative class for image, class name rel, and duplicate it 3 times. And for app, and let's add a node first child, and for node first child we need left to negative 10 pixels, and it will actually move the first image to overlap the second image. And we need border radius and margin bottom, sorry, for head. Margin bottom should be 20 pixels, I guess. Yes, perfect. And if we go for a button, we need to change border to 0 pixels. Just button. And background is RGBA MPD or transparent. Save. And now we need the padding thing. Change the padding from top 35 to 25. Yes. And for width, let's change it to 275. Here we go. Perfect. Now we have this nice block. We will add more categories, and we will add a nice menu. Now if we resize the browser, you can see if if we change its size to, let's go to, well, keep it 1500 for now, and you can see on comparatively small screen it has a different effect of UI. One more thing that is that needs to change is to 07. Yes. Okay, this is it for this video. In next video we will continue our project, and see you in next video.